This video is sponsored by LightTechSlots.ca. Fuel your passion for racing. Visit LightTechSlots.ca. This video.
Oh, nice.
Good morning, slot heads. How is everybody doing today on this in Montreal, beautiful Saturday morning? Guys, it has been a while. It has been a minute. How is everybody doing? Warren, thank you for being here. Raul, are you awake this morning with us, buddy? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You guys are awesome. So what's been cooking, man? What's new? You've been MIA a bit.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Raul. Let's go around the
Oh, okay.
table.
Have I been MIA?
Oh, you've been busy with your job. I call you. You're like, I don't have time to talk to you right now. I'm busy.
Yeah, work has been busy. It's
Good.
been good, but just
Always good.
working like 14-hour days, so
Oof.
it's been pretty rough.
Oof.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. You've
Yeah,
been uh, you've been gaming at all?
I try and get one 40K game a weekend if I can.
Okay.
It's just a good like break from the norm. But I do have a slot car track set up. I have a full slot car live streaming setup now as well,
Get
all
out.
done. Yeah, I built it all last weekend.
Oh, wicked.
So my whole basement is redone again to cater to my new needs, and yeah, drove my sister nuts. But yeah, I got it all redone again, and yeah, things have all been moved around,
So
and
wait.
everything's
So the
new.
last picture you sent me of that track, it's changed now again, or is it because of
It's
the
the
new?
same track. I just moved everything, so I have my wall of cars back. I have a
Nice.
full wall of cars back. It's like over 350 of them on the wall, but it's kind of cool. So I have, yeah, my wall of art is back,
Okay.
and it's full now, all the way to from top to bottom.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, and then I put the track in front of it, so we can do live streaming and stuff.
Wait,
No.
where the studio was downstairs in that area?
That
That
studio is now my assembly and painting area. Like it's fully redone. So
oh, wicked.
airbrush systems are in dual setup, so two people can sit. I can sit with you, and you can paint a model on one side, and I can paint a model on the other side, and I have 5 cameras set up.
It's more like I can draw with the Crayola crayons, and you can do all the real painting. I'm like, I'm drawing within the lines. Look, I'm doing good. I
You
can't paint like you
just
guys.
just the big brushes for you, Joe.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
with the like when we used to be in kindergarten, they used to give us the garbage bag schmucks and or the smocks or whatever, and spilling paint all over us. Dude, that's awesome. That's great to hear.
yeah.
That's great, really, really great to hear. Unfortunately, we'll talk about it a bit later. I am not coming to Toronto next weekend to pick up Massimo. A bit of a change of plans, but yeah, soon this summer coming over. Gonna check out that setup and play some board games, race some slot cars on that new track. That's for sure. Warren, what have you been up to, buddy? What's going on?
Still about the same, about 5'8". Hasn't changed. That's what the wife tells me anyway. She's-
5'8". That's still taller than me.
so yeah, being busy. Just got some of the new stuff that's been coming out. Be busy with the NSR, making it digital for the endurance race that we're going to be doing in Michigan there
Yeah.
at the Gilmore Museum. So that's been keeping me busy. A lot of tuning with that car. I've been playing around with it. Here's one of the chassis right here. So
Awesome.
I know you've been tinkering with it.
Yeah, we're gonna show what we've been doing and
Yeah,
maybe give up some secrets.
that's a weight, not a magnet.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. Actually, that's one of the things I really enjoyed about. I'm starting to appreciate more about NSRs. We'll get into that a little later, but the fact that they have specific placements for weights, so you don't
Hmm.
have to break your head. They say, "Hey, listen, put the weight here." I mean, you could always add other weights somewhere else, but they give you that option, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You can use different weights and stuff. I thought that was really, really cool. I'm starting to really, really enjoy NSR at this point.
yeah.
Um,
That's another whole same thing. I've been watching Ian Douglas and Todd with their Spinning Pinion series. They did a whole thing about setting up the NSR cars, and so I've been watching that, and then looking at all the other sources online, YouTube, the Home Racing World, just trying to find tips and tricks, and then Jim Love, NorCal
Yeah,
Spots. He has a good review if anybody wants to look that up. Again, how to tune the car, and then it gets right into the gearing and everything else.
absolutely. Yeah, no, the Ian Douglas thing has been. They're really great at explaining stuff, and they go like into a lot of detail with just one specific thing. It's just fun just hearing them and their
Yeah,
stories and how they got to that point too. That's what I
yeah.
really like about them is how they got to that point, and they talk about that. Let's get to the chat before we take away with this. Let's say hello. Comments are blowing up.
Look, Harry's in there. 0 to 60. You're 0 to 60 trains. That's Harry.
0 to 60 miles per hour trains.
Is that miles? Yeah, it is miles.
All right, first person in the house. We got Easy Slot Cars. How you doing? May you all have a blessed day. Yes, you too, buddy. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining. Thanks for being here. White Wolf is in the house. Big Oak, he's always at work watching us. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. We got Ron from So Fast. Chris White Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. 0 to 60 trains. Morning, Harry. Thank you for joining. Great. We got Mike again. How you doing? Another Mike. We got all triple mics. Mike Choquette. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. HSF. Brad's in the house. Good, man. Thank you, guys. Oh, my God. Welcome. Ripple, obviously, watching from upstairs. Thanks, babe. Who should be leaving soon because she's spending the day with her dad going fishing. And
Oh, nice.
I'm here doing this show. So it's good. And then we're going to meet up with them later tonight to have some din-dins. Who else? We got MB Auto Detail. MB just dropped a new video of his extended 50-foot track. He just added another 50 feet to his track. Guys, go check out that video. It's really, really cool. There you go. We missed you, Raul. Yeah, we did. We did. Greg's only here for a little while, but thank you for joining, Greg. Good to have you, buddy. And just want to catch up. Who else are we missing? Anybody? Slightly Mad Slot Cars, guys. You guys are champions. You guys are champions for being here, man. How you doing? And we got Jamal, Slot Cars of Atlanta. I should be I'm gonna switch out. Your t-shirt's right over there. I'm gonna put it on. Just give me a memento. If you guys haven't checked out Jamal's t-shirts, by all means, guys, go hit him up and go get yourself an awesome t-shirt. He had sent us some on last Monday. We showcased them. They're so soft. They're very comfortable and they look great. What else we got? Who else we got? Everyone's saying hello to each other. Beautiful. We've got Slot Track Racer. How you doing? From the UK. Can't hang around too long. Someone has dropped a hay fever bomb on me. The kitties. Okay. Oh no, a hay fever meaning allergies, right? Just like
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah,
Allergies suck.
that's seasonal stuff.
But thank you so much for dropping in, Slot Track Racer. Always appreciate it, guys. We are caught up. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's continue on with this journey of this. What were we talking about? We're talking about NSRs, I think, and that's the cars we're going to be racing. Is there anything you want to maybe share with everybody, Warren, about what our technique might be? Like, what kind of are we allowed to?
Stay in the slot.
Yeah, stay in the slot. Okay.
Smoothability.tm. Joe Areras. We got to be smoothability around the track as we.
I don't think I could trademark a word that actually exists, but okay, thank you.
I don't think it exists. I think you created
Just shorten Joe's stink times. That's what it is.
It does exist. Look it up. Smoothability is a word. Brought to you by, and that was confirmed by Big Oak from.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Anyways, okay.
You should trademark it regardless.
Yeah, I mean, and Raul, I mean, if there's any insights you want to, like anything you think we should race, I mean, you've seen my track, you've raced on my track. I believe we're doing 6 cars. This 3-hour race in Michigan is 6 cars on a 2-lane track, which is going to be a little.
Well, I mean, a 2-lane track, 6 cars is always carnage. It just naturally is carnage. Four cars, I think, is about right on a 2-lane track.
Yeah.
6 cars is just endless carnage, especially 1 and 32 cars. And they're really twitchy.
And no mag.
Yeah, even better. You guys are just great. It's gonna be an awesome time.
Well,
While you running,
yeah, we won't be able to pass. You're gonna
yeah, it's carnage. It's gonna be interesting. I want to know how many cars survive. That's the question.
This should be-
choose your passing spots well. So
Yeah, we were running an event for American Express on Thursday, and we ran four. We were running at 40% power with 4 F1 cars, and they took a beating. I can only imagine what
wow,
6 cars running at whatever full power
oh my goodness.
racing is going to do.
I mean, and
With
that's another thing
switch
too, it's
lanes
voltage, right?
and
We
with
don't
crashing
know.
opportunities should be fun.
Yeah, we don't know what like. Are we using a standard Carrera brick? Is it going to be 14.8 volts? Are we lowering it down to?
I think they'll probably put you on a variable power supply. Even we run variable. It's better for the track anyway, for even power distribution. The
No, for
brick's
sure.
not good enough.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 14.8, but on a variable.
14.8 variable. Okay.
Yeah, just
Second.
so it's nice, solid. You know, good power. And he's gonna put
How long
power.
is the track?
He's gonna put power taps everywhere. Last I heard, it was around 132 feet.
Oh, it's not so bad.
No, and there's it's going to be probably similar to the track that they used at the NSRs, the regionals.
Yeah.
It's scale auto track, so it's going to have good straights, and then all the lane changes, the pits, and the rest is all Carrera. So it has those transitions between Carrera and scale auto.
Yeah.
The scale auto stuff's more tactile, right? It's going to be stickier.
Yeah, I think my track, the
Yeah.
my track was 130. Yeah. Dragon's Dale was
Yeah.
130 feet, so it's about the same length.
That's pretty good. That's not so bad.
Yeah, actually, it's not a bad size track.
Is
130
that
feet
the
is
scale
fine.
auto track there, bud?
That's the scale auto track right there. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's pretty
Yeah, those.
nice and sticky.
Yeah.
Did you get different tire compounds, or are they providing the tire compounds?
We're getting the NSR. What are they? 4206s, I think. Tires, which are it's the better compound, the stickier one.
Oh, they got chewed up though.
That's what we're thinking. We don't because we haven't run it yet, right? And
How many sets are you bringing?
After
I
3
think
hours.
that's what your most of your pit stops are gonna be changing tires out.
Yeah. Because the other thing is that at the end of the race, you still have to have the same clearance, right?
Yeah.
You can't. But I mean, I don't know if that's going to affect it.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do, honestly, Warren, is that when I get there,
Mhm.
when I get to your place, we're gonna
Throw salt over our shoulders.
yeah, there's that. There's that. We're gonna cleanse ourselves. I got the sage to bless us for the but we're gonna tune our cars the same. That way I can follow along versus like trying to measure. So whatever your car is gonna be tuned at, we'll use mine as the backup. We'll use Massimo's as the third backup, in case there is, because my biggest worry is that someone's gonna run into us or we switch lanes and the car flies off the track.
Yeah,
and
then we got a backup for the backups.
There you go. Backup for the backup, and then we'll sign the car, and then those cars will sell for probably less than what you bought them for.
We're calling it redundancy.
Yeah. You need how many cars do you need to be redundant?
I don't know. How many drivers do you need to be redundant?
Just one. It's called Joe.
Poor Massimo. Poor Massimo. He's going to be doing all the heavy lifting here, I think.
Oh man, I think we're gonna be like, I don't know, Mass, my finger hurts.
Hey.
Do you mind doing another 10 minutes?
Yeah, Mass, we're down 25 laps. Go get him. Get in there. You got this.
we're just warming them up for you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys! I just want to do a shout out before we continue to SPB. If you guys have a chance to go and subscribe to SPB Steve Slots from the UK, he's a new channel. By all means, go and show your love and support. And anybody else here in the who has a YouTube page, by all means, mention it in the comments. But I know that SPB has just started putting out more and more content. He's got a really nice track, and he's got some really cool cars, and he's getting fancy with the video work. So go check him out, guys. Go give him a like. Go give him a subscribe.
Nice.
Wait, let me just put him up
Mike-
back up again. There he is.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Mike just gave us the dictionary definition of smoothability.
Yeah. Check that out. Warren, do you want to yeah, but now you guys know it's a dictionary. You guys are all gonna think that I didn't know what that word was, but it was just a fluke that it actually was a word. But can you I'm gonna check something here. But Warren, you wanna did you want to go over anything about what it is you're finding with this car that could help us in the race? So let the good people know how good NSRs are.
Well, one, it's red. That's always good. It always makes it faster.
I heard if you put stickers on it, it goes every sticker adds 5% more speed.
What? It's like a Honda.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to replace the wing and make it twice as big.
Let JDM it up. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there's something to be said for extra width on a 2-lane track with 6 cars. So
Yeah.
it might give you an advantage. You might be able to knock other cars off.
it's gonna be like a ballet.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
That's what you're thinking in your mind. You see ballet, and in
I'm
reality,
thinking-
all we see is carnage.
Absolutely, I'm thinking good thoughts. I'm like, "Whee." Like,
What's that movie where it was with what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio, and he drives back to Countach and he thinks he got home, but when he goes out, the door is all like mashed up.
Wolf on Wall
That's
Street.
exactly what you guys
Yeah.
are thinking.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah.
It's like
it was smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth.
that was a crazy movie. Love a crazy movie. All right, so I mean, because we were talking about weights, Warren,
Yeah.
and and we were talking about having a secret weapon there and whatnot, and we were talking about our team is called Maple Syrup. So I got, this is my last can of local homegrown maple syrup. I will be bringing this across the border. This is what we're going to be drinking, and
Be prepared to pay the tariffs.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide this somewhere where they can't find it. Right? Look how big this thing is.
Uh-oh.
But it got me thinking. I'm like, and I had some maple syrup in the fridge last night, and I usually love putting maple syrup on my eggs. And then my brain started working, and I'm like, maple syrup is pretty thick, and it's got that back and forth, and I'm like, it's pretty heavy. So I started messing around with something. So I took the NSR, okay, and last night I installed a little tube, and I put some maple syrup in it. Okay, I'm being very serious now. And I said, what could happen? See how it's like slow?
Yeah, I think molasses is slower, dude.
But molasses is too sticky. Molasses doesn't work. You need something that's a little gluey.
You want this?
forth.
That's
Okay, so
called
we know this-
viscosity, by the way. Just to let me know.
So this is Professor.
Yeah, gluey is viscosity in my language.
So this is a Professor Joe.
This is a
invention
Professor
right now?
Joe creation.
Okay.
And I noticed that when the car was ripping it, right? So you got all the G forces. So the weight actually moves to the back.
Ah,
And then when you hit the brake force,
yeah.
hit that down force, it goes to the front. So you
Right.
actually have weight transition.
So it's going to stop that twitching.
Well, that's it, because now you actually have weight shift, and it's putting pressure down in the front.
So
And I think-
the inertia moves to the front. It's almost like an ABS system, but not.
Dude, I honestly, without jokes, and I think the only thing I have to change is that this maple syrup is too light. We got to go a little darker, a little bit more orange,
Okay.
because this is the first batch. So there's different grades of maple syrup, right? So I think I can get it even thicker, like Raul said, molasses, but not too. The viscosity has to be a little lighter than molasses, because molasses has a lot of sugar in it.
I think it'll be fine. I don't see anything in the rules about that. It's
And
balanced. It's
But the weight, as
it's
long as the
weight.
weight,
It says weight that's commercially available.
I think I'm going to develop this, because right now it's on an angle, but I have a tube that's actually small enough that will fit in between. The only reason I didn't use it is because this tube is kind of like a pop off. This is a screw cap, And if Nico's watching, these are the tubes he sent me. I don't know where he got these mini vials from. I don't know.
Sorry for Jen, by the way. I can just imagine the amount of the lines of ants that will be crawling around your basement soon.
Yeah, well, I did spill it. I mean, I didn't think to do it over the sink.
I knew
did it
that you spilt it. I didn't.
It was like, I don't know if
didn't
you
have
can, like the car is sticky. My fingers are still sticky. But dude, if I can get this flat on here, I think we can develop something.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably just gave away a whole thing, and now everyone in the chat's gonna go home and try it. But
Toju's asking if that's legal. It says as long as it's commercially available. Wait, I can't see that there'd be any problem with it. I'm sure if anybody has a problem, they'll lodge a protest, and then.
well, I don't think we should have to tell anybody. This is our maple.
Yeah. Okay.
Maple syrup
Everybody.
secret.
Everybody. Shh.
Nobody tell anybody at the Michigan.
This is a secret.
But think about this. This is genius. As the car slows down, you have a resistance of weight moving back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's
And
in
this
the
is the best we got for Canada, guys. This is the best we got for Canada.
We could always run a gyro right off the motor, off the drive shaft, and it'd be like.
Yeah. Don't forget your propeller too.
I saw it on a Tesla documentary. He was experimenting with that stuff. Nikola was a genius.
Hey, okay, so we got Doug. Doug just popped in. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining. Toju, Todd, good to see you, man. Who else? Someone said Pistol Pete. Did I miss Pete popping in?
Don't see.
Oh, the science guy. Yeah, man. Good to see Pete. Pete has been traveling, so he was not able to make this Saturday morning live. So that's why he's not here. Should have mentioned that in the beginning. This is the proper word, Dr. Ello. Okay. Thanks, babe. That's the only thing I think that would. I think if we crash and it cracks open, we got maple syrup all over the track.
Jamal's right there with the bad ideas.
I know.
I'm like, no.
Okay, Jamal. We don't need him back in Canada, so yeah, let him fill it up with whatever he needs.
Slockar Hub, Shane, how you doing? Told you like crash into some pancakes. Put some Coca-Cola. Yeah, we'll put some Coca-Cola in there. Actually, I wouldn't mind bringing back some cherry Coke from the States. Cherry Coke is very rare in Canada.
Chip.
What's going on? Okay. Joe, rednecks are usually from Alberta. Thanks, guys. Alberta, what's that? Is that a thing? Hey, Tony Jordy's in the house. How you doing, man? How you doing? We've got so synced up with you, lads. Yeah, awesome. Tony, I have your package.
Coke and Mentos is a nitro boost. There you go.
Tony, I have your package. It's behind me. Whenever we have a chance, we'll get together and we'll ship it off to you. Don't worry about that. And guys, I have been the first wave of stickers has gone out. Let me know if I missed anybody. If anybody is still interested in some stickers, shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook Messenger, and I'll get on that because I'm working on the second wave. It looks like Canada Post has kind of settled their stuff, so
yeah,
sent out. All right, Warren, what do you got for us?
I have my Inspector Gadget magnifying glass.
There you go.
So,
Doug's coming to the Michigan, man. Oh, at Warren's place. Yeah, absolutely, Doug. I can't wait to meet you, buddy. We're meeting so many people. It's gonna be so great. Honestly, I think it's worthy of another travel video. So we'll do that for sure, Doug. Awesome. Sorry, Warren, go ahead.
The NSRs. I've got the two Corvettes here, the backup and the car that I've been driving. I've put up some video of it running, and it's running pretty good. I've like I say, I added the weight to it. The tires, I didn't true the tires. Again, we're gonna get a new set of tires when we run. So it's driving well. It's confident. I mean, you've experienced that too. While you've been running laps at your place.
Honestly, I think that little bit of weight that you put in the front, that I've been messing with a little bit, has really helped the car a lot. Like these cars are I am impressed with how NSR is so well balanced.
Yeah.
it's not even funny. It's like it's one thing to get the car, put it on the track, and be like, oh, this runs really well. But as soon as you start messing with anything and you start seeing that little change make a big difference on a 132 scale, that's where you're like, oh, this company knows what they're doing.
Right.
And so far, NSR for me, in my limited experience, has been really good at like doing that. A little bit of tuning with a lot of result. I've been really, really impressed. So I definitely need a bit more weight, and I definitely have noticed little things. Little things like I cleaned up I noticed there was a little slop in the gear, the back and forth.
Yeah.
So I pushed the wheels in a little bit closer, and that stopped that. That stopped it. The NSR motor pod up and down here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just that little bit has helped so much.
Yeah.
The little sway back and forth. So
Yeah, front to back, left to right.
oh, and the wood guide, obviously, that we're going to be using.
Yeah.
I do have a question though. I know you were going to say something. I do have a question. Is there a proper way to install the braids? Because when you pop out, there's the little in the right where the wires go into the actual guide. There's the flat. I don't know what they're called, the caps, I guess you call it the caps.
Yeah.
Is there a way to that you have to put the braids in on the other side? Because I can't get them. They seem to stick out. Like I can't get them flush in there. They always it's really, really tight as a
sticking out of the top or sticking. You're talking about it.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like there's the braids itself there's a little bump there.
Oh, yours is sticking out the bottom.
Yeah, like when I push it in the when I push the cap and I put it in the
in the little slot between.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, it's tight. I mean, it's not coming out of there, but it's just. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or if you have to only start with fresh braid. And here she is.
Well, it should have been fresh braid. Hey, Jan, how you doing?
Hey, sorry to interrupt. I'm just coming to say bye. I'm heading out.
You headed out?
And I found this for you.
Oh, nice. An emery board. Oh, I needed this.
Nice.
You going out?
all the best, Jen.
Thanks. Lots of fish, hopefully. Going trout fishing.
All right.
Oh, beauty. Catch some fish. Fantastic.
Get fish. Dog ate and can run when you're done.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Awesome.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Anytime. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to know if I was doing anything right or wrong.
Basically what I did I just pulled the braid through. I had a little bit hanging out the top, and then I would take a start screwdriver or a toothpick and then start the hole. So basically that's flaring that part of the braid so it stays behind here, but not too much because you don't want them to actually ever come into contact.
Oh, okay.
And then I take the little I don't know, the cap here, and I put it through with the wire, right?
Yeah.
And then seat it. And then it basically just seat it, straighten it out, and pop it in there. Put some pressure in it, and then flatten it out. I'll take a pair of needle nose afterwards and go just like that.
Okay. All right, that makes sense to actually to feed it through. That's what I wasn't doing, and I think that's why. Okay.
Yeah, that I got from Jim Love there on NorCal Slots. He did shows you how to do that.
Well, I'm a little silly, or you can call me dumb, because you sent me this really nice ultra soft braid. I guess we're going to be using this.
Yeah,
so I've opened this thing up twice, forgetting that I have braid. That's not because as soon as you open up that braid, it all flares, so you have a harder time putting it back in. And I realized, wait a minute, I have braid.
Is that the tinned one?
Yeah, tin plated copper, 0.2 millimeters.
Yeah, that'll stop it from fraying so you can cut it nicely. You can cut pieces off there nicely and then just drop them in, and then you can brush out the ends to flare them a little bit.
Okay, so I'll probably do that later today, and then get that ready. Are you going to put you've got the tin already in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the advantage of tin? Is just so it doesn't flare up the braids as much?
Yes, and some people say that it's more conductive. I haven't. I trust them; they've got more experience. So, and I when you get into this, like every little bit helps.
Hmm.
So it's like the little things, the little details that they've learned from years of experience. So I'll follow those guys with that knowledge, and if they say that that's what to do, and I'm going to bring my lucky rock. So, make sure I don't forget my lucky rock. We're bringing that to the race too. But
Um,
yeah,
so speaking of, Jen got me an emery board here. I'm thinking we're gonna want to true the front, the round out the front edges, no, of the tires. Or
yes,
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't have a truer yet, but I was thinking if I just do it by hand, just to clean up the. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like edge it out. I'm putting a little bit of pressure here and just turning the other side of the wheel.
Yeah, yeah, that'll work.
I really don't
Definitely.
want.
Do you have lap times? Do you have any? You've got some lap
I've been
times,
beating my
right?
lap times. I've been consistently getting faster on my track.
Okay,
I
then
think
then then do the edges and see how see if
yeah.
that improves.
I don't really deslot with this. The only time I really deslot with this is when I push the corners or when I get to
See,
that little kink section where
yeah,
I'm not easing off on the brake.
yeah.
Like I said, this car is one of the it's a little ridiculous how well it runs on the
It
Carrera track.
it actually does, yeah, and that's what I heard. Some of the other guys are they had the McLarens and they switched to Corvettes.
Really.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So
and
you chose well, Warren. You chose really, really
I
well. You know
I
your cars.
well no I listened to the guys that have all the knowledge there. I
Yeah.
I, I talked to Slokar Yoda. Corvette run, you will. I'm like, "Oh, all right.
Well, I mean, the one flaw I can find right now that I can say with NSR, the only one flaw that I really see is that there's like a little divot in the front tire. It's not going to come out on the camera, but
Yeah,
there's little embosses, I guess, where the thing came out of the where the tire came
out
out
of
of
the
the mold.
mold. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They always have a little small little imperfections. That's why they got you run them on the truer. So I've got a truer here. I'll true up some tires. So and then we can also use the zero grips as well.
I'm thinking that's how it's got to go, and then I want to try because I've been using this stuff, the Floor Care, Clean Shine Protect, just like Marty
Okay.
had mentioned that he uses like a floor polish. I don't know if this is
Yeah.
any good, but it's a hardwood cleaner, so I don't know if I should be using a polish or a cleaner, just to keep the slipperiness of it up.
Yeah.
Um,
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
think, Raul?
What I think about,
The front tires go with the polish.
I don't really know enough about it. Like I think with when we ran at in LA, they used the racing fronts, which are just hard shell plastics
Just
Okay.
that
like
don't even touch the track
the zero
or
grip.
barely touch it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah. So that's what I remember. But I think yeah, anything that will harden them and make them, I guess, smooth, so they
Hmm.
don't create any friction on track would work.
I mean, at this point, do we really care about noise? I mean, are we allowed to put nail polish in the front of them?
I think it said. What did it say?
Oh no, no outside substances, right? It was
Yes.
So are you guys running at a certain weight for the chassis, certain weight for the body? Did they
I don't know.
specify?
I
Because
think it,
normally,
I think it's
like,
total weight.
Mm-mm.
so they don't separate the chassis from the body.
No. No.
Okay,
No.
so like I know that there's tricks with hollow axles in the front that will
Hmm.
reduce the front weight,
Drag.
so you don't get that rolling momentum when you're braking and stuff. It just lowers down certain
Yeah.
things.
Hmm.
But it could also make it twitchier. I don't know. You have to really experiment with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is all basic physics, right? You're chaining torque power through shafts into
Mhm.
and friction into propulsion, right? So it's a matter of making the drivetrain smooth enough to get that deliver the power, and the tires grippy enough to get you forward. And then your front end just stays barely up so that I think flattening a chassis is the most important thing right now. Is your chassis flattened?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's the one thing I got to do at your place, dude. And yeah,
These two are.
Yeah, so
The- So they're nice and flat.
okay.
yeah, so if you press down one corner, the other one stays flat, right?
Yeah. Well, that. Looking at the chassis and seeing how much flex it has, like
Yeah.
it's just the smallest amount. So you can imagine now after it's run a couple thousand laps on a left-hand bend, it would get form a memory.
Yeah.
It's pretty flexed, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But not as flex as the RS from Scale Auto.
Oh yeah,
Scale
Yeah,
Auto Flex is like it's almost like literally like a silicone mat under that car.
yeah.
It's a bit more stiffness, which is really great. I mean, they're different tiers.
Do you think they're soft? They're softer or harder? They're softer.
I think they're softer. The gray
Yeah.
chassis. I think
Yeah,
it's
the gray. Why I'm thinking it's softer too is because I know I overdid it when I was with magnets and it bowed the chassis. It was so soft that it was bottoming out where the magnet was.
Actually, hold on. I might actually be mistaken here, guys. It might be a first. I might actually be mistaken here. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't like I was saying. I put. Did you? I don't know if you heard me. I put too much magnet or
Yeah.
too strong of a magnet in one of the scale autos with the gray chassis, and it pulled the chassis down so that it was rubbing. It was no good.
I just think that
But
whenever you have a pod that sits almost perfectly centered
yeah,
in the car, I mean, look, these chassis are so. This is the Scale Auto, guys. The one on the gray.
yeah.
And once you have like they're pretty much almost the same size here.
Mhm.
NSR looks to be a little bit longer in the back end. If I'm going wheel to wheel,
Mhm.
but it's pretty equal. And then you've got a longer pod on the NSR, but these pods are like dead center, right? And that's and to me, just how my brain works, I'm like, that's what I think you want to look for proper balance. That's why
Right.
these cars balance really, really well. And we're gonna see that right now because I see you got the C1 from MR Slot Car.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but Scale Auto uses two. There's two weights here, countering which is an interesting design for the pod. But let's check the. Oh, I think they're the same. I think they're the bendability here.
Bendability.
The flex.
It almost seems that the NSR is actually softer.
This guy's scientific
The
knowledge.
flex, the flex rate of the
I like the way it just keeps on going. Like, I'm not letting anyone speak here. I'm just gonna keep on going. Nobody's gonna notice. Nobody's gonna notice.
you guys never listen to me anyways. It's
Nobody's
all my-
gonna know. Nobody's
You
gonna
need to take
know.
some physics 101 classes, bro.
Plastic bends, guys. Blowing my mind.
Bends.
He's bending my mind mostly.
No, I think NSR is actually a little bit more flex. There's more flex in the NSR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the scale auto.
Now you learned a new word. You're gonna use it over and over.
Bro,
Right?
the
Right?
flex, bro.
Yeah, the
NSR,
flex,
she
flex.
flexes.
These are all. I see these all as T-shirts in Joe's future.
Yeah.
Jamal, take notes.
Bendability.
Bend it like Joseph. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on. I've got some.
He's
You
got-
had sent me for the Lola, which
Go the
Massimano.
substitute teacher.
This one's harder. The green one's definitely harder. I think.
Yeah.
The green
Wait.
chassis.
Yeah. Nico's trying to be the voice of reason here in the
What's he saying? What did I miss?
well.
Soft chassis. Oh, there you go. I thought I put this up. Yeah, soft chassis. If there's not too much grip on the track, stiff chassis. If there's already a lot of grip on the track. Okay.
All right.
I think we've got the right chassis then because it's a new
Black
track
and
we're
red.
using.
Yeah, I do have the white. I have the extra hard
No,
because the scale auto track's gonna have some grip.
Yeah.
We got to throw this out as subterfuge just in case others are listening. we want to push it. We want everyone to go in the right direction, except for the competition.
I'm surprised that you haven't weaponized your car yet, Joe.
This is all a mind trick.
You can change that capsule to an oil slick, and then you can press a button.
And
to
press a
deploy the
button
oil
and
slick. Yeah.
But that's what this is for. See, so I got it buttered up. So Nico, I don't think you saw. I got some maple syrup in the tubes that you got me. Right? Nico's gonna love this. And look at this. When you get brake force, it goes back and forth, right? So you have actually.
Yeah,
weight
look at how much you tilted that car to get the brake force.
Well, no,
And
because
that's how
I'm
much
not-
the car's gonna move on the track. Yeah, we're gonna get this
Okay,
much
hello.
movement. In the
I
track.
can do it on the track to show you when the car actually stopped. When I was
Bullshit.
racing it and it stopped, I saw the bubble move.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
When the car stopped, I saw the bubble move.
Yeah, it's
So that's
called
why I
inertia,
was lucky.
dude. You know what inertia is? It's just inertia. The bubble moving is inertia. It's not
Exactly.
nothing to
So
do
it's
with-
working. No,
It's
no,
not
no.
working. Get out
This
of
is
here.
actually a
I
really
love
good
the way
idea.
he's like,
When
dude,
that
the
happened,
car moves.
did you hear music? Was there like a? "Ah"?
Yeah, exactly. No, Nico, listen, Nico. So with the fact that this is buttered up against the car, dude, I had this plan. It will melt the plastic and slowly leak maple syrup all over the track. We will have extra grip. It'll be awesome, and everyone else will slip.
I
So,
don't.
anyway,
It's a
pretty
good thing
weaponized
that
car.
this is a 2-lane track and people can switch over to your lane, pick up the grip, and go back on their lane.
I think we may get a penalty for that.
I think we're getting ourselves disqualified. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like I said, this is the best we got in Canada, boys. We're sending out back.
If anybody wants to join in, please.
This is called hillbilly engineering over here.
Hey, Mr. Tucci, how you doing? Mr. Tucci's in the
Yeah.
house. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody.
So
So far, all I've learned today, this morning, is about maple syrup and how not to use it, and how
This
how
is Saturday
Joe
morning
doesn't
cartoons,
know
not
how to
Saturday
install
morning.
outlets into braid. What else
There-
have I learned this morning? The only thing I've learned is that so far. So good
And-
takeaways, guys. Good takeaways.
and 2 T-shirt ideas.
And 2 T-shirt ideas.
Yeah.
This is Saturday
Like
morning cartoons, not Saturday morning
two
good
words
ideas.
that Joe has finally found out that actually mean something in slot car world. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we were gonna go we'll talk about you haven't seen this. Have you seen this rule?
Yeah, let's go. Let's.
Yeah, it's the metal chassis. Is that the
Yeah.
metal chassis C1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw the prototypes a long time ago.
Yeah.
When Ernie was initially designing that.
Officially secretly designing it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the day he snubbed
I want a
me.
1 in 24 metal chassis. I'm thinking about converting all the 1 in 24 Carreras to metal chassis with magnetic, just like they do in what's that company that does it?
BRM.
No.
Gecko.
There's a company
Yeah,
that does
Gecko?
it. Gecko, yeah.
Gecko?
But I want to do my own version, so I'm gonna talk to Ernie about that, so I can get all the cars from Minigrid will be on metal chassis with digital chips and just magnetic bodies.
You could probably do it. Just find a small CNC prototyping shop that could probably knock those out.
Yeah, well,
The-
Ernie
the-
has the ability to cut, so we'll get
Yeah.
that done.
So here
Wow.
is the new Mr. Slot Cars Corvette. Now I don't know, is it upside down in your picture?
Yeah.
So I've taken the body off. Anyway, I did my review yesterday and I posted a video. So it's a really nice looking car. Got like a robin's egg, peacock blue, dove blue kind of thing, cockpit. And here's the chassis. So
That's a nice looking chassis. See, that's a balanced motor pod right there.
yeah, well the motor's right there, right? Let's
That's
see.
a long can. That's like an F1 motor.
That's
like
a
a
Yeah.
long can.
Yeah, it's the F1. And if I put it on my screwdriver here, it's like, there's like the seems like the balancing point's right around there. Anyway, this is not official science. I need more maple syrup here, Joe.
I got you.
But that's right. That seems to be the balance point right there. So, yeah, there's the motor pod down the center, and there's a screw here and a screw there.
So there's only
For
two
adjustment.
screws for that pod.
2 screws. Yeah, it's got these pins here. These are pins. I thought they were screws, but they're actually like just pins, locating pins. And I guess it just holds it in place there.
Okay.
So I haven't tried to take it apart. You know what I mean?
Is
I haven't got that far.
the gear ratio you mentioned in your video?
Yeah.
Is that a slotted? Is that a slotted?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Slotted gears. This
So
is all.
the white's pretty. It's pretty low. It's lower than the usual Carrera. No. What's the
Um.
white?
Yes. I
Well, you're
believe
running what motor is that?
it's the FK050.
Yeah,
18,000.
18,000, 18.5.
Yeah, and it's a 10 on the pinion
Yeah.
and a 24 on the gear.
Oh, it's a
So
10
more
on the
high
pinion.
ends.
10. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Versus okay, because my only reference is Carrera, which is 27.9. So I base everything off that.
Yeah. 927. This is 1024. So
1024.
and I haven't driven it. Obviously, it's so.
Oh, you haven't got it on the track yet?
No. This is the body mounts. It's like right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's like little
interesting.
washers. Can you see down here?
The red?
Yeah, underneath there. Yeah, those. It's like a washer, but it's they're soft. Looks like rubber.
That's really interesting.
I don't know if you can. Wee.
Oh, those are nice mags. I didn't notice that before. They've
Where?
got the
The wheels.
Yeah, the tri-spoke. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I'll put it up. It'll zoom maybe. Come on, camera.
It'll focus on the thing. No, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, it's a nice like classic wheel with the knockoffs. I guess that's the way it would have been back in the day. So they're yeah, and
The
aluminum.
car's light, right? I mean, all things considered.
Aluminum. The car.
Well, it should be compared to a Revo slot, right?
Yeah. The whole the weight was what was it? 87, I think.
87? I thought you didn't say 80 on the nose.
Or 80? 80? Was it 80? Yeah.
I think it was 80 on the nose.
This one was Oh, it's 80.
That's pretty good for a metal car.
Yeah. Because the only thing I had to compare to was my Revo, but my Revo's got a chip in it. And my Revo is like 118.
Yeah, so once you add the chip, then it's comparable to Carrera car, like in terms of weight.
No, the chip's not that much. Like a Carrera.
The worst Carrera car I've come across is the Expo at 150.
Just remember that that's a small motor in there.
Yeah.
You're not running an NSR motor in that thing, so you're not comparing apples to apples there.
Yeah.
Right? Because an NSR motor is bigger. This is a small can motor.
Yeah, it's longer.
So light.
But it seems
I don't like it. I don't like the fact that it's a small can motor.
Really?
I'd rather that it had the ability to put any motor you wanted.
Well, it's the pod, right? Because
the pod. That's the only thing I don't like. Like I don't really necessarily like the small can F1 motors.
I'm not familiar with them. Is it a Torquey motor?
It's a Torquey motor. So this one has got high. It's got low end torque and then short, like less speed at the top end with the steering ratio that they have here.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of the F1 motors, to be quite honest. And I wish you could put in like a normal NSR long can in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot of room to do that later.
Yeah,
on.
and that's my only concern about this chassis is the fact that it doesn't have different motor configurations for itself.
Yeah, like if the pod was larger, I understand.
Yeah,
but this is the first iteration of it, so I'm that might be in the works down the road.
Hopefully.
But as a car, like I'm gonna put this one on the track and then.
I mean, yeah, because you're almost comparing this to an F1 car, right? At this point.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
But I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting how we did that, and I like the fact that the pod itself is centered. We were just talking about
inline system. Inline system means less weight transfer as the car moves around the corners.
I thought that was pretty ingenious.
And even weight distribution down the center line.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So
Yeah.
it should be more stable on track. It should hold like an F1 car would hold on track. That's the whole point, right? The F1 cars are center aligned, and they do run the long can, so it gets you actually transfer the weight pretty much along the length of the body, so it
I'm
gives it more stability, right?
Yeah. Here's your body mounting plates. So you have a screw here and a screw here which hold the body on. So the
It's not-
body now there's 3 points here. So it looks like it pivots off that one. That's why it's got that offset there. And so this can go back and forth. I'm trying to get
so it's not only left and right. It can shift a bit.
it can shift. Yeah, that's what I believe when they were designing it that's the pivot point for the body. So for your float, so you've got up and down and left and right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So you have you have your
Don't know if you-
tilt, and then you also have your shift. That's pretty cool.
Can you see that? I don't know. My fingers are in the
On my end, I can see it. It's not a problem.
Okay. So that's how it looks like it can move around on there. And there's lots of wheel well clearance, so wouldn't be like an issue with the I mean, we're talking about Ernie here. I know he's a lot of thought went into this and R&D and the rest of it before putting it out there.
Yeah,
So
no, for sure.
and he's got he's world champion experience. So
Absolutely.
definitely this thing is going to run.
Well, he's going up against his Ferrari, the new Ferraris that's released as well, right? He
The
released,
333?
yeah. No. The like this in this series.
Oh,
and-
the Dino.
Yeah. He's running them as a series. Like he's got the Corvette going up against the Ferrari. They're all similar in the way
Yeah.
they're built and structured. And I believe he's built this for his own like internal racing series
Yeah.
that he's gonna be running. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna pick up the Ferrari.
Was that it's a 256, I think, right?
Yeah, Massimo did a video on them, right?
Yeah.
Because he actually
Mhm.
showcased all of them. Yeah.
Did it come with a magnet?
No, I don't think earnings
This?
cards come with
Yeah.
magnets.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is a
Yeah.
magnet. Just this little neodymium right here. Boom.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was wondering. That's one thing I didn't.
Yeah, and it's pretty powerful. So like
It came.
Look.
Oh shoot, that's really strong.
it's holding the car on there. Yeah, for that little tiny magnet. So
Holy wow.
yeah, I mean the body's nothing. The body's all the weight's in the chassis. So that would hold the body on the car on the track, no problem. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, say hi to Doug from Magnetic Racing. Thank you, buddy, for joining in. Good to see you. And John Erdman is in the house. He's watching from Facebook, and I'm trying to incorporate the Facebook.
did John just arrive?
No, I got a notification that he's watching from Facebook, and that was one of the issues here. I can't get the Facebook comments up on the chat, which are I mean they won't show up on the YouTube chat, but for me to see them up here, and I got to call the company and the software people here and tell them, hey, it's like 5 times people are trying to comment and they can't. But anyways, that's streamer
Morning.
problems.
John mustn't go back. John has to watch from here on. Okay, guys. I'm
Yeah,
not talking.
John, we didn't talk any strategy
Nothing.
whatsoever. So Doug wants to say he wants to thank Raul for making a cool digital leaderboard for our events. Yeah, that's Raul is the king. Raul is the king for that stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I need to send you the images of our last corporate event, our first corporate event for Minigrid. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Am I going to the F1 tomorrow? No, unfortunately not. I'm spending the day with the F1 either falls on my birthday weekend or it falls on Father's Day weekend. So I've never had a really many opportunities to go. I have been to qualifying and practice, which is really cool. But no, I will unfortunately not be going to F1. We're still trying to make a weekend out of it when Raul and even Massimo can come down and we can hang out and just chill because Montreal really lights up for the F1. And that is pretty much the only real reason why I ever want to catch myself downtown ever again. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not making F1, that's for sure.
Don't you have a subway there? Montreal. They have
Yeah,
cars.
which was on strike, and they've gone off strike for the weekend because the subway goes. It's free for everybody over the
Yeah,
weekend. So clearly they're not that upset.
yeah.
So it's like,
No, that was the one thing. It's like I went there for the just for laughs comedy festival, and
yeah,
everything seemed to move pretty good, and because it was packed. I mean,
yeah. No, they definitely add more cars when the Just for Laughs and then the International Jazz Festival.
yeah.
Montreal seems to be a really good hub for that. So we got F1, back to back, and I don't know if if they're still doing. I don't think Just for Laughs is still going on.
No, I think
It's
it's
unfortunate.
no longer. Yeah,
That was our heyday when we used to get gigs
yeah.
in the street and allowed to play in the street. So in my younger days when we were
That's what was so cool.
band,
You'd walk down whatever the main rue is, and there would be just things going on, and
just the
every
free
the,
shows. I mean,
the
it's just
park. They had Cirque du Soleil in the park where they were doing trapeze acts, but through the trees. It
yeah.
was like and then lasers and lights and everything, and it was just amazing.
It was 24/7. We used to love those
Yeah,
weekends. We'd go down and I mean, I think I've seen because my mom works at the U.S. consulate. We got to meet a few musicians uh, just because she kind of knew where they were staying. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but it was interesting to see, like, to meet Stevie Wonder. He played a bunch of times. Who else? I mean, all these jazz greats that would come in and just play. We got to see and these live, free concerts. I mean,
nice.
it just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, great memories, great memories.
Yeah,
Joe, have you shown your Subaru yet? Actually, yeah, I managed to sneak it downstairs because I came home and I had to like see where Jen was, so I ran downstairs. It's right here, actually. It's right there. You guys can't see that. But
Greg wants to see. Oh, it's a Nico.
so I got two cars that are rare. Got this beautiful new Subaru from
Nice.
Carrera, straight from Germany. Thank you, Nico. 100,
Yes.
100%. And looks fantastic. I want to compare it to the Scale Electric. This says 1993 on it. No, 2003. Sorry, that's why it looks different. I'm like, this is not a 1993.
Yeah.
I can't even read. And this is really, really great. And then the other rare, I don't know what you guys have. I mean, share with us. The other rare car that I have is and I got this, and Warren, you gifted this to me, which was awesome. It's a Volkswagen Golf in the gold.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's
Ah.
amazing. We've seen this in the same color for the Mustangs. So they just, they've just recycled their paint, which is awesome.
Yeah,
But the Volkswagen had it first, and I think it's fantastic.
that's so cool.
So thank you both for that. These are definitely. I've ran the VW. It runs for what it is. It runs pretty good. I haven't run the Subaru yet. But yeah, it's shelf queens most likely. But I mean, I don't care. Unless Carrera made like a Mitsubishi or something that I could like.
You should ask for it back, Nico.
Austria. I said Austria.
You should ask
At
for it.
Germany.
I said not German. Okay.
He's all pissed
Sorry.
off now. He's angry at you. Oh, you made Oida boy angry.
Did I say Germany? I mean Austria. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Austria.
We know you secretly love Germany, but you don't have to make it everywhere.
It's not a secret. Germans just
Proudly.
make a really good products and stuff like that. I mean, it's just how it is. So and Carrera was originally German, so never forget the roots. Yeah, Mike, the traffic, forget it. Forget about it.
Very
Go Metro.
thin ice.
Metro. Thanks, Nico. All right.
Cut him off, Nico. Cut him off right away.
You guys have been awesome. Look, so I mean, so Warren, just to finish up,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the MR Slot Car C1? Like just,
It's a nice looking car. Great. It's a great looking car. It definitely. I think it's going to be a good runner.
mhm.
The scale is nice. It's I can't fault it. There's It's a very very nice car, and I like the innovativeness of the chassis. I think it's going to be a good runner. I'm going to run some laps on it this afternoon.
Cool.
Definitely try it out and you know see how it goes. So give her some grease. It's lubed up from the factory, but I'll do the same prep I do with anything else. Give it the old bushing oil,
The
some
old one
grease,
two. Yeah.
some grease, and
I kind of like that
yeah,
grease that Polycar gives with their cars. That thick. I don't know if it's lithium grease or that like
yeah,
Castrol
yeah, like
lube
this
grease.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's just a white. It's a white lithium. I just put it in. I get little needles and then I put it in. And I can just
yeah, it makes sense. I got it in the tube. I got the
yeah.
white lithium grease in the tube, but I find that this is a little watery. I want to find something that's a little more
I took
thicker.
it out of the tubes and I got these just from the Shoppers Drug Mart. And
Okay.
there's my flux. I put the flux in there so when I'm soldering, I can just
Oh, sweet.
yeah. Otherwise, you're dipping it in a. So I
Okay,
could just
without and what about you, Raul? Then let's get back to the MR stock car. From when you saw, and I think that was the day that I got I got shunned from Ernie when he was showing you the pictures and he and he didn't want to show me. What do
like
you
who is this guy? What do you want?
you wanted to show Raul and not me? It was just hilarious. I understand. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
top secret. Um, but what are your thoughts on the car, Raul?
On the Corvette.
Yeah,
Um. Okay, so it's not my genre of car, unfortunately. So I have not been really excited with this release as much as I would have been with other cars. But I think that's the beauty of slot cars or cars in general, right? Not every car appeals to everybody. So everyone's got their own, like, everyone's got their own taste.
Yeah.
So to me, I love the fact that the metal chassis. I'm really excited to see where it goes from here with Ernie and his metal chassis. It's just this genre of car, the Ferrari, the Corvette, they don't really do anything for me. So I haven't been like as excited as I would maybe on, like I was more excited about his other Jaguar livery releases
hmm
Yeah.
than I was about the Corvette. The only thing that excites me is the chassis itself, because the chassis is really really cool. There's a lot of engineering in it. There's a lot of ingenuity, and you expect that out of Ernie,
yeah,
because he does do that. Like he does take it to the next level when he does redesign stuff, right? Yeah, so I'm excited for what's in the future. Obviously, I know there's some really cool stuff that I'm privy to that will be coming out soon as well from Ernie's shop. I think
hmm
he displayed some of it in the Stock UK at the UK Fest. So that'll be interesting. So we'll see some open wheel stuff that's coming from Ernie, which will be
Yeah.
really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that.
yeah.
But I'm also away from the 132nd scale, right? So I stopped collecting 132nds. I'm strictly 124s right now. So it's just not in my wheelhouse anymore, to
Yeah.
be super honest.
All right, fair.
I will be showcasing my 132nd collection and stuff on my channel, because now I'm fully prepped to be back and doing one video a week kind of thing. So yeah, gonna bring up some cool video techniques and stuff that I've been working on.
Right
But
on,
yeah,
brother.
that's
Right
about
on,
it.
brother. You guys in the chat, you think you're gonna be picking up some MR Stock Car stuff? Just want to say bye to Jamal and Ron. They're all taking off for
Yeah.
breakfast. We're gonna be wrapping it up soon here as well. I was just curious. We haven't. No one. I didn't see anybody in the comments saying that they wanted to get that car. What do you guys think? Is that C1 the Corvette up your alley? I'm sure if it was a 124, Greg would be all over that. He loves his Corvettes.
Oh yeah.
Um, and
Yeah. That would be nice. That would be nice if he did if he did put it out in a 124. I know it's more of a niche. It's another niche market within
yeah.
a niche.
But he's got
But
the 124 track upstairs, right? He's got that wood track that they run the 124s.
just scale it. Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
would
got
but
both
he's.
tracks.
I think he can easily. I think it's mainly the body that needs to be done, right? The chassis, they have the metal chassis already for
Yeah.
124,
Yeah, I already
right?
got two of them.
So
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, because I don't. MR Slot Car Ernie hasn't put out
He's
Ernie
never
has-
done a 124 carb.
No, that's it. Okay.
He only does 132nd scale.
The one I haven't. Thanks, guys. You guys are chiming in. Appreciate that. The one I haven't, the one I'm looking for when he announced it, and then when I spoke to him, he put it on the back burner. Was the and I hope he goes through with it. Was the Lotus?
Yeah.
Lotus 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, that car. When I was like, oh, something about the Lotus, those curves, those lines,
Yeah.
just like the M1. There's just I don't know. I want that Esprit. And when he said he was going to come out with it, and we saw the plastic, I was like, yes, that's next on my list. I don't care if it's plastic. I don't care if it's metal. I have no Lotuses right now, so that is definitely next on my list. All right. So to recap, we've got maple syrup crossing the border. We've got a C1 car that people are looking forward to. We've got Raul, who's getting back in the game and setting up his track for 124. So we're going to be seeing some more
Already set up.
Already set up. Well, I want to see some lives, buddy. But
Yeah, we'll get
and that's it, guys. I think we're going to wrap it there. We're going to close it off. Thank you so much, Warren, for coming on board. I look forward.
No problem.
To,
Thank you.
Finally getting to check out your shop. I will be leaving Thursday of next week, and hopefully coming back whenever. We do have a surprise. Warren and I will be visiting, and possibly Massimo, depending on his schedule. We'll be visiting a known YouTuber who is in the Michigan area.
There's
So I don't want to spoil any surprises. I can't wait. I mean, Marty's going to be there. I'm going to be meeting Doug. I mean, it's going to be another great weekend, I think, back to back. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming on, Warren. Raul, always great as always. And we will see you guys later. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yep.
Be kind to yourself. Keep it in the slot.
And happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day. Absolutely.
All right, guys. Have a great one. Thanks, Joe.
later, everyone.
You guys.
All right, cheers.
Take it easy. Ciao, ciao.